Good morning, class 12th Commerce, subject Economics, chapter number 5, Banking, lecture number 2. In this lecture, we shall discuss about some of the important ratios and concept of banking. First is statutory liquidity ratio. We also denote it as SLR. Now, it refers to the liquid assets that the commercial banks must hold with themselves on daily basis as a percentage of their total deposits. That means from the total deposit, certain percentage is fixed and that amount is kept by commercial bank with themselves on daily basis. Like CRR that we'll discuss in the next slide, SLR is also determined by RBI. That means all the ratios, be it statutory liquidity ratio or cash reserve ratio, they are decided by RBI, Reserve Bank of India, Central Bank. Fine. So liquid assets also we have mentioned the term liquid assets in the definition. So what are liquid assets in this particular chapter? Fine, there are n number of liquid assets, but with regards to banking system, liquid asset includes cash, gold and unencumbered approved securities. Now, what is unencumbered securities? These are those securities against which no loans has been raised. That means these securities are not kept as collateral anytime. They are pure securities, they are not kept as a collateral, no loan is raised against these securities. So these are these securities against which no loans has been raised. Fine. So RBI uses SLR as a policy instrument to impact money creation by the commercial bank. RBI changes SLR from time to time. In case of inflation, in case of deflation, RBI changes SLR. In case of inflation, to stop the money supply in the market, RBI changes SLR rate. In deflation, to increase the money supply in the economy, to increase the purchasing power in the economy, RBI changes SLR. Fine. So if SLR is increased, that means bank has to keep more money with itself. That means bank will not be able to lend more amount of loan. That means less loan will be created in the market. That means there will be less credit creation in the market. Accordingly, less money will flow in the economy. There will be less purchasing power with the people. So, can we say this is how the situation of inflation will be tackled? So, by increasing SLR, RBI has tackled the situation of inflation. In inflation means people has more money, people has more purchasing power. So RBI wants to reduce their purchasing power. It has increased SLR so that money will flow less in the economy. And as less money will go in the economy, automatically purchasing power of the people will decline. Things will become cheaper. Fine. Whereas in case of deflation, it will decrease the SLR. Then CRR. See, CRR refers to cash reserve ratio. Fine. Cash reserve ratio, this refers to the ratio between cash reserves of the commercial bank with RBI. This is fixed by RBI from time to time. Here, one thing you have to notice that SLR is kept by bank with itself. RBI के पास नहीं रखता है बैंक SLR को. SLR कमर्शियल बैंक अपने पास ही रखते हैं, लेकिन CRR जो है कमर्शियल बैंक अपने पास नहीं रखते हैं, RBI के पास रखते हैं. This is the very important difference, that amount of CRR is kept with RBI. Amount of SLR is kept by the bank with itself. Fine. Same CRR and SLR both are fixed by RBI. Fine. So, cash reserve ratio. It is the amount of cash to be kept by commercial bank as cash reserves with RBI. CRR refers to the percentage of total deposits of the commercial bank which they must keep as cash reserves with RBI. So, suppose we take an example that total demand deposits of commercial bank is 10,000 and RBI has decided 4% should be the CRR. So that much amount the bank has to keep with RBI. Now what are primary deposits? Primary deposits are the cash deposits with the commercial banks by the people. लोग जितना पैसा बैंक में डिपॉजिट कराते हैं, that is primary deposit. So what are secondary deposits? Secondary deposits are also known as derivative deposits. Fine. These deposits arise on account of loans by the bank to the people. In the previous lecture, I told you that there is banking system in the economy. Any loan which bank is giving to the people, bank is not giving in the form of cash. Bank is giving the loan through the banking system only. An account is opened in the name of the borrower and the particular amount is transferred to that banking account only. So, bank is not giving the loan in form of cash. So that loan amount is your secondary deposits. Suppose A, B, C इन तीनों ने 10-10 हज़ार रुपए बैंक में डिपॉजिट कराए, ठीक है, और एक बिजनेसमैन है डी, बैंक ने 40,000 रुपए डी को दे दिए, तो जो ABC ने पैसा जमा कराया था दैट इज प्राइमरी डिपॉजिट, लेकिन जो 40,000 बैंक ने बिजनेसमैन डी को दिए वो क्या है, सेकेंडरी डिपॉजिट. Fine. And if it is asked what are derivative deposits, derivative deposits are same as secondary deposits. Are you clear with this topic? Okay. One of the most important topic of this chapter is multiplier. In the further chapter of macroeconomics, we'll study about investment multiplier. Now we have to study credit multiplier. See, credit multiplier का मतलब, मल्टीप्लाई का मतलब गुना हो जाना. फाइन. क्रेडिट का मतलब लोन की अमाउंट का, ठीक है, क्रेडिट मतलब उधार ही तो होता है, उधार, लोन. तो क्रेडिट मल्टीप्लायर मतलब कितना गुना लोन क्रिएट हो रहा है मार्केट में, जो बैंक है वो कितना लोन क्रिएट कर रहा है मार्केट में, कितने गुना लोन क्रिएट कर रहा है. हाउ मेनी टाइम्स लोन इज क्रिएटेड, क्रेडिट इज क्रिएटेड, मनी इज क्रिएटेड इन द इकोनॉमी. दिस इज डिनोटेड बाय के. क्रेडिट मल्टीप्लायर डिनोटेड बाय के. क्रेडिट मल्टीप्लायर इज इक्वल्स टू 1 by RR. RR stands for रिजर्व्ड रेशो या फिर रिक्वायर्ड रिजर्व्स. फाइन. RBI has ordered that RR will be 10%, 20%, 4%, whatever the RBI has ordered. So now you as a policy analyst or as accountant, now you have to solve this thing that how much credit can be created with this much RR. You will do what? 1 by RR. You will get the credit multiplier. You will not get the amount. अमाउंट नहीं मिलेगी यहाँ से आपको. यहाँ से आपको मिलेगा कि कितने गुना पैसा हो सकता है. ठीक है, कितने गुना पैसा हो सकता है. हाउ मेनी टाइम्स यू विल इंक्रीज द मनी. सो क्रेडिट मल्टीप्लायर इज इक्वल टू 1 by RR. Suppose RR required reserve is 10% fixed by RBI. So 1 upon 10% will be what? 10. It will be 10 only, right? So credit multiplier will be equals to 10. If RR is 4%, तो K will be 25. 1 by 4% equals to 25. So K is credit multiplier. It will be equals to what? It will be equals to 25. Clear? Now this was कि हम कितना गुना मनी क्रिएट कर सकते. दिस वॉज मल्टीप्लायर. अब हम देखेंगे एग्जैक्ट अमाउंट कितनी क्रिएट कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, देखो, मनी और क्रेडिट क्रिएटेड बाय कमर्शियल बैंक. 1 by RR into cash reserve. 1 by RR is credit multiplier denoted by K multiply by cash reserves. Cash reserves means हमारे प्राइमरी डिपॉजिट्स, हमारे इनिशियल डिपॉजिट्स. जो पर्सन ABC ने कैश रिजर्व्स किया, डिपॉजिट्स किया था, वो डिपॉजिट्स. ठीक है, तो ABC तीनों ने 10,000 10,000 10,000 डिपॉजिट कराया इक्वल्स टू 30,000. 30,000 multiply by 1 by RR will give you how much money is created in the economy. How much loan is created by the commercial bank in the economy. How much money supply has created by the commercial bank in the economy. For example, cash reserves equals to 10,000. RR is 10%. तो 1 by 10% मल्टीप्लाई बाय 10,000 इज इक्वल टू 1 लाख. तो 10,000 के कितने बन गए? 1 लाख बन गए. मतलब 10,000 का 10 गुना बन गया. तो जो वो 10 गुना है दैट इज मनी मल्टीप्लायर, दैट इज के, दैट इज क्रेडिट मल्टीप्लायर. और जो 1 लाख है दैट अमाउंट इज मनी क्रिएटेड बाय द कमर्शियल बैंक. Are you clear with this? Fine. So money multiplier or credit multiplier is equal to K is equal to 1 by RR. And if we want to calculate the amount, this is equal to 1 by RR multiplied by cash reserves. Clear? Okay. So what is CDR, CU, demand deposit? See, CDR stands for currency deposit ratio. Currency deposit ratio का मतलब होता है it is the ratio between money held by the people in terms of cash, money held by the people in terms of demand deposits in the bank. It is denoted as CDR, currency deposit ratio. It is equal to cash in hand by the people with the people plus DD, that is demand deposits. It reflects basically the liquidity preference of the people. Higher CDR means higher cash in hand, higher preference for liquidity. This reduces flow of cash in the banking system. and lowers the cash reserves of the commercial bank, because people want to keep the money with themselves. They don't want the money to be deposited in the banks.